After 33 days of doctor strike, the government was expectant that the union representatives will put pen to paper accepting its offer for a return-to-work deal. But they came here to deliver a message that the deal had been rejected summarily.
We have been told to leave, and we have followed that instruction.
The issue of discussion is not increase in salaries or allowances for that matter. It is implementation of the CBA.
To the government, the collective bargaining agreement doctors are wielding is null and void, particularly because its implementers, the county governments, were not represented when it was negotiated and signed.
But the problem is they are just hanging on a CBA and saying implement it the way it is, and it's not implementable.
If it is said that the document was signed by people who are not in government, who are not representatives of government, we've not heard about a case where they have been taken to court for impersonating the government. So our position is very straightforward. We have a document that was legally signed and has signatures from the officials of the government, and therefore we don't see any other problem but the implementation.
And this was signed by officers of the government. The devolved government did not exist at that time. Even at independence, we took over obligations that had been done by colonialists. So how come that then, at this point in time, we say that something was validly signed by an existing government becomes null and void because the constitutional architecture, if you like, changed? I think that is being insincere.
The reality on the ground is that we are a devolved structure, system of governance. We have to involve the county government.
The talks will continue.
Irrespective of the outcome of today, we are open to dialogue.
The two sides are evidently speaking from both sides of the mouth, each claiming to be committed to a negotiated deal, but won't agree on the very basis of the strike, which is the CBA. What next then?
We are committed as government to come up with a collective bargaining agreement that will be implementable, which has taken into account the advice from the SRC, which has already been given to the ministry.
But doctors won't hear of this. Their walkout dashing hopes of the strike ending anytime soon.
It leaves us as a government with no option but to explore every possibility which is at our disposal to ensure that we restore services in the country. If we are going to recruit staff, the terms and conditions of service, of course, depends on where we get them, locally or elsewhere, and therefore we will be able to unveil this to Kenyans because we will be using taxpayers' money. But first, we hope our doctors will come back.
Meanwhile, the striking doctors continue to hold on to their CBA as the government roots for a new one. Whether the government-to-government consultative meeting on Monday will move the negotiations forward remains to be seen. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Weekend.